There's a feeling many people know all too well, especially once they turn 60. It's that subtle yet unmistakable heavy sensation in your legs when you stand up after sitting for a while, almost as if they're filled with sand. Or you might deal with constant cold feet that even thick socks can't fix, leaving them chilly even on warm days. You could also feel sudden tingling or an unsettling numbness spreading across your calves, that strange prickling urge that makes you shake your legs around, hoping to find relief. These are not minor nuisances you need to accept as a normal part of aging. Your body isn't just growing older in general. It's sending you a very specific message, a quiet yet urgent signal originating deep within your blood vessels, revealing exactly what is happening inside your circulatory system. What makes this experience even more frustrating is that many of us are already trying our best. We follow what we believe is a healthy diet, fill our plates with vegetables, watch our salt intake closely, and stick to all the common health advice we receive. Still, by the end of each day, our legs feel weighed down, heavy, and fatigued. It leaves you confused, wondering if anything can truly help. The truth is, the solution isn't about doing more. It's about learning which specific foods can reach those deep blood vessels inside your legs and feet, creating measurable, long-lasting improvements. For years, I've pondered a question central to healthy aging. Why can some people in their late 70s walk with light, energetic steps, their legs strong and pain-free, while others just 10 years younger, at 65, struggle to walk around the block without pausing to rest? The contrast is striking. Growing research from institutions including Harvard Health and the National Institutes of Health continues to confirm that the answer has far more to do with the fruit you keep at home than most people realize. Today, I will share 7 highly beneficial fruits, ranked based on their proven effects on circulation in your legs. This isn't just general wellness advice, it's targeted support for the intricate network of blood vessels supplying your lower limbs. We will break down what makes each fruit effective, backed by clinical observations and real-life results. I need to mention one thing up front. The fruit taking the #1 spot truly surprised me once I dug into the science. It's very affordable, available at nearly every grocery store, and its powerful impact on blood vessel function is vital knowledge that few people understand clearly. Before starting this countdown, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from today? What symptoms are you dealing with in your legs? Is it persistent heaviness, cold feet, nighttime cramps, or that tingling sensation? Take a moment to write your city and your experience in the comments. I read every message, and it helps me understand how this information impacts real people. Now let's begin the countdown. Before covering the first fruit, we'll take a brief detour into essential biology. Don't worry, this won't be dry or complicated. Think of it as a simple blueprint explaining why these fruits work so well. Without this basic understanding, you won't fully grasp how powerful these natural foods can be. Picture your heart as a powerful pump located at the center of your body, tasked with delivering oxygen-rich blood to every cell. Your legs and feet sit the farthest away from this pump. Every drop of blood traveling to your toes embarks on a long downward journey to reach them. But the journey does not end there. Once blood delivers oxygen and nutrients, it must travel back upward toward the heart, fighting against gravity through a complex network of veins. When you were younger, in your 20s or 30s, your arteries were elastic and responsive, similar to brand new flexible rubber tubing. With every heartbeat, arterial walls would stretch and contract, moving blood effortlessly along that long path to your legs and back. The whole system ran smoothly and efficiently. After age 60, subtle yet meaningful changes start to occur. Those once flexible artery walls slowly stiffen. The shift doesn't happen overnight. It is a gradual, almost unnoticeable hardening, much like an old rubber hose that loses flexibility over time. Even more importantly, the smooth, delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, a layer called the endothelium, begins to function less effectively. This endothelial layer carries a critical job. It produces a tiny yet powerful molecule known as nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as your body's internal traffic regulator for blood flow. Its main function is signaling blood vessels to relax, widen, and open up to allow unrestricted circulation. As you age and endothelial function weakens, nitric oxide production drops. When nitric oxide levels fall, blood vessels narrow, and pathways for blood become constricted. This slows circulation, limiting how much blood reaches your extremities, and blood tends to pool in the lower legs instead of moving continuously. That sluggish flow is exactly the leg heaviness you feel, the reason your feet stay cold, and it is frequently the root cause of sharp nighttime leg cramps that jolt you awake at 3 in the morning. These symptoms are not just aches of aging. They are direct results of reduced nitric oxide and stiffening blood vessels. Simply put, these 7 fruits target exactly these issues. They help restore blood vessel elasticity and support healthy nitric oxide levels, allowing your body to naturally counteract some age-related changes. Let's start with fruit number 7, apples. This everyday fruit is so common that most people overlook its vascular benefits and take it for granted. Yet apples offer targeted support for circulatory health, especially for people over 60, with benefits hiding in plain sight. The crisp outer skin of an apple holds high concentrations of quercetin, a potent antioxidant. Quercetin acts like a protective shield for the delicate endothelial lining inside your blood vessels. Remember, this lining generates nitric oxide. Over time, chronic low-grade inflammation creates invisible cellular damage that slowly stiffens arteries. Quercetin protects this lining against silent inflammation. When the endothelium stays healthy and protected, blood vessels maintain their natural ability to expand and contract. Blood travels to your legs with less resistance, moving smoothly to deliver warmth and nutrients to every cell. The benefits of apples don't stop there. They contain ample pectin, a form of soluble fiber. Pectin helps lower LDL cholesterol, commonly known as bad cholesterol. This matters for your legs because LDL can slowly build up along artery walls, forming plaque that narrows blood pathways. It's comparable to sediment building inside a pipe, slowing water flow. Pectin helps keep these pathways clear so blood can reach your lower limbs easily. To unlock these advantages, always eat apples with the skin intact. That's where most quercetin resides. Just wash the fruit thoroughly and enjoy it whole, sliced over oatmeal in the morning or as a crunchy afternoon snack. This small daily habit supports your circulatory system in meaningful ways. Moving on to fruit number 6, bananas. Chances are you have one sitting on your counter right now, easy to access, and that's great news. You won't need to hunt far to reap its benefits. Most people know bananas are rich in potassium, yet few understand how vital this mineral is for leg circulation after 60. Here's the key connection. Potassium is an essential mineral your body uses to regulate blood pressure. It balances sodium, stabilizes fluid levels, and encourages blood vessels to stay relaxed. When potassium levels drop, a common issue for older adults due to diet, medication, or shifts in nutrient absorption, blood vessel walls stay tight. This ongoing constriction narrows the vessels feeding your legs and feet, creating restricted flow that leads to tingling, numbness, and pins and needles sensations after sitting for short periods. Imagine a garden hose with a kink. Potassium removes that kink so fluid flows freely. Potassium is only part of the banana's value for circulation. Bananas also contain magnesium, another mineral that works alongside potassium to relax the smooth muscle lining artery walls. This relaxation brings significant relief to anyone struggling with painful nighttime calf cramps, those sudden involuntary muscle contractions that wake you up and leave your legs sore the next day. In many cases, cramps signal that leg muscles aren't receiving enough blood flow, especially overnight when circulation naturally slows down as tissues rest and repair. There is a third, often overlooked benefit, vitamin B6. This nutrient directly supports nitric oxide production, the vasodilator we covered earlier that tells blood vessels to open and stay responsive. You will hear me reference nitric oxide repeatedly because it is the key to maintaining healthy leg circulation past 60. One banana each day is a simple, tasty target. Eat it for breakfast, blend it into smoothies, or slice it over plain yogurt. Make it a consistent routine, and your legs will feel the difference. Next up, fruit number 5, watermelon. This is where things become interesting. This juicy, hydrating fruit contains a compound that supports blood vessels through a mechanism most people have never learned about, making it unique for circulatory support. Watermelon is loaded with L-citrulline, an amino acid that undergoes a remarkable transformation inside your body after consumption. It converts into L-arginine, another critical amino acid. This conversion matters greatly because L-arginine is the raw material your body uses to produce nitric oxide. In short, eating watermelon supplies your body with building blocks to create more nitric oxide. Higher nitric oxide levels mean wider, more open blood vessels and smoother circulation. Blood can reach the tiny, delicate capillaries in your toes instead of slowing halfway down your legs, which helps prevent coldness and tingling. Research published in the American Journal of Hypertension shows people consuming regular L-citrulline experienced reduced arterial stiffness. The effect was especially noticeable in older adults and postmenopausal women. This means blood vessels weren't just temporarily open, they gradually regained flexibility with consistent intake, restoring youthful elasticity lost with age. Nearly everyone misses one critical detail about watermelon's benefits. The highest concentration of L-citrulline is not within the sweet red flesh everyone loves. It exists in the pale white rind between the pink fruit and tough green outer skin. Most people cut this section off and throw it away without thinking. If you've ever accidentally bitten into the white rind, you consume the most circulation-boosting part of the fruit. You can enjoy fresh watermelon cubes as an afternoon snack or blend it with mint for a refreshing drink. To maximize benefits, mix some of that white rind into your smoothies or juices. The rind has a mild, neutral flavor you won't notice, but your blood vessels will benefit greatly from the extra nutrients. If you're following along and finding this information helpful, type the number 5 in the comments. It's a simple way to show you're engaged and getting value from this video. Your feedback means a lot. Next, fruit number 4, pineapple. This tropical fruit holds a hidden ability to improve circulation that rarely gets discussed, thanks to one special enzyme not found in most common fruits, bromelain. The effects bromelain creates inside your body are fascinating and highly supportive of healthy blood flow. Bromelain gently reduces the tendency for blood to become thick and sticky. Thick blood becomes more common after 60 as inflammatory markers rise and platelet activity increases, slowing circulation. When blood flows with less friction and resistance through arteries and veins, oxygen and nutrients reach your leg muscles more effectively. You will also notice less swelling and that heavy feeling in your ankles and feet, symptoms many seniors accept as unavoidable aging. Beyond thinning blood consistency, bromelain delivers strong anti-inflammatory effects. As we discussed earlier, silent chronic inflammation slowly robs arteries of flexibility. Every day, inflammation continues unchecked, vessels stiffen slightly, and lose their ability to widen and relax. Bromelain consistently counteracts this process, preserving arterial suppleness. Pineapple also supplies manganese and vitamin C, nutrients that work together to build collagen. Collagen is widely associated with skin health, yet it is also the structural protein that keeps blood vessel walls strong, flexible, and resilient. Think of collagen as supportive scaffolding for your arteries. Without enough collagen, vessels become fragile and struggle to adjust to pressure changes during movement, limiting efficient blood pumping. One tip to maximize benefits: bromelain concentrates inside the firm, fibrous pineapple core, the piece most people cut out and discard. Next time you prepare pineapple, save the core. Eat fresh pineapple in the morning when your body absorbs enzymes most efficiently, and try including small chunks of the core. You can chop it into smoothies or chew softer sections directly. This small change delivers significant advantages. Now we move to fruit number 3, avocados. Yes, technically avocados qualify as fruit, even though most people associate them with toast rather than fruit bowls. Their benefits for leg blood vessels extend far beyond popular food trends. They are an underrated circulatory powerhouse. Two major threats stand in the way of long-term healthy circulation in your arteries. The first is LDL cholesterol, the harmful type that builds up along vessel walls and narrows blood pathways. The second threat is oxidative damage. Unstable free radicals slowly attack the delicate inner lining of arteries, speeding stiffness year after year. Fortunately, avocados fight both threats simultaneously. Avocados contain abundant monounsaturated fats, mainly oleic acid, the same healthy fat celebrated in olive oil. These fats lower harmful LDL cholesterol while raising HDL cholesterol, the protective good cholesterol that clears deposits from artery walls. A balanced ratio between these two types of cholesterol creates cleaner, wider pathways for blood to travel toward your legs and feet. Few people know the extra advantage avocados offer. They are one of the richest fruit sources of vitamin E, specifically alpha-tocopherol. This form of vitamin E shields the endothelial cells lining your blood vessels. Remember, these cells produce nitric oxide, Oxidative stress damages these cells, cuts nitric oxide production, and stops vessels from relaxing and expanding. Vitamin E keeps endothelial cells healthy to maintain a steady nitric oxide supply. Another surprising fact: avocados contain more potassium per serving than bananas. Adding avocados to your diet offers even stronger support for balanced blood pressure and relaxed blood vessels in your lower body. The recommendation is simple and delicious. Eat half an avocado with dinner at least 4 nights each week. Slice it onto salads with tomatoes and olive oil, or mash it alongside your favorite protein. Consistency, not complicated recipes, unlocks its benefits. As we near the top of the list, fruit number 2, dried plums, also known as prunes. I know what you might be thinking. Really? I understand this isn't the trendiest pick. You won't see many social media photos featuring dried plums, but for protecting the blood vessels feeding your legs long term, this humble, wrinkled fruit delivers impressive results. It's an unsung hero of circulatory wellness. Dried plums are packed with polyphenols, plant compounds that act as powerful antioxidants across your entire vascular system. These polyphenols target chronic, low-grade inflammation that slowly reduces arterial flexibility. This invisible biochemical damage inside vessel walls gradually limits their ability to expand and contract with each heartbeat. This loss of responsiveness is a leading reason circulation to the legs weakens with age, triggering all the symptoms we covered. Dried plums provide another critical benefit most people never hear about: vitamin K. This nutrient controls calcium movement inside your body. Without sufficient vitamin K, calcium meant for bone strength can deposit inside artery walls. This process, vascular calcification, hardens vessels from within, making them rigid and prone to blockages. Vitamin K guides calcium toward your bones and prevents unwanted buildup inside blood vessels. Dried plums also contain boron, a trace mineral linked to improved vascular health and bone density in older adults. It's interesting how circulatory and bone health often decline side by side, making dried plums support 2 key areas at once. The guidance is straightforward. Eat 4 to 5 dried plums daily. Enjoy them as a snack, or stir them into morning oatmeal or yogurt. They're easy to add to your routine and steadily protect circulation in your legs. Finally, we reach number 1, the fruit I mentioned at the start of this video. The research surrounding it surprised me, and for clear, compelling reasons, it outranks all others on this list: red and purple grapes. What separates red and purple grapes is resveratrol, concentrated mostly in the grape skin. Scientists have extensively studied resveratrol over the last 2 decades for its profound cardiovascular impacts. Once you understand how resveratrol acts inside blood vessels, you will see why no other fruit compares to its wide-ranging benefits. First and most importantly, resveratrol actively stimulates nitric oxide production within endothelial cells. As we've discussed throughout this video, nitric oxide is the critical messenger telling blood vessels to relax, widen, and open. Resveratrol doesn't just support this process indirectly, it accelerates it, boosting the molecule aging vessels need most to push blood freely to your legs and feet. This improves oxygen delivery and reduces that uncomfortable heaviness and coldness. Second, resveratrol delivers strong, natural anti-inflammatory effects proven in vascular research. It targets inflammatory pathways responsible for arterial stiffening, the gradual hardening that narrows vessels and limits circulation to your lower limbs. By lowering inflammation, resveratrol preserves artery flexibility and responsiveness. Third, this advantage pushes grapes above all other fruits. Resveratrol protects artery walls against oxidized LDL cholesterol. Cholesterol itself doesn't form dangerous plaque. Damage from free radicals oxidizes LDL, allowing it to embed within vessel lining and start plaque buildup. Resveratrol stops this harmful process at its origin, preventing hardened, narrowed arteries from developing. Beyond resveratrol, red and purple grapes hold high levels of anthocyanins, natural pigments creating their deep red and purple color. Anthocyanins strengthen the smallest blood vessels in your calves and feet. These tiny capillaries are usually the first structures weakened when circulation declines with age. Reinforcing these microvessels ensures blood reaches even the farthest parts of your lower limbs. The recommendation is simple. Eat a small handful of fresh red or purple grapes with the skins intact as a snack between meals. You can add them to salads or freeze them for a crisp afternoon treat. Wash them thoroughly before eating. Daily consumption works best, but stick to moderate portions. One handful is enough. Steady, small intake matters more than occasional large servings. Now that you understand all 7 fruits and their unique strengths, I want to share a simple morning drink that amplifies all these benefits. It supports leg circulation through 3 separate complementary mechanisms. The recipe combines fresh lemon, ginger, and cinnamon, ideally consumed first thing each morning on an empty stomach. Each ingredient in this circulatory tonic fills a distinct role. Lemon provides concentrated vitamin C, a vital antioxidant protecting the endothelial lining that creates nitric oxide. Vitamin C also supports collagen synthesis, the structural protein keeping artery walls strong and flexible. Without enough collagen, vessels weaken and lose efficiency during daily circulation. Ginger contains gingerol, well-researched for anti-inflammatory effects and mild blood-thinning properties. Gingerol helps blood flow through vessels with less friction and resistance. It reduces tiny microclots that gradually restrict leg circulation over time, almost like lubricating your circulatory system's complex machinery. Cinnamon boosts sensitivity in peripheral capillaries, those tiny vessels delivering warmth and oxygen to your hands and feet. For anyone struggling with persistently cold extremities, even on warm days, this benefit of cinnamon is especially valuable. It encourages capillaries to open and respond better, bringing warmth back to your limbs. Here is how to prepare the morning drink. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into warm water. Avoid boiling water, as extreme heat breaks down vitamin C. Add 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger for maximum potency. Stir in half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and mix thoroughly. Drink it each morning, at least 20 minutes before breakfast. Many people notice warmer feet, less heaviness during walks, and increased energy within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use. It's a refreshing way to kickstart circulatory health each day. Before wrapping up, I will cover 3 common mistakes that undermine all your efforts to improve leg circulation. The first mistake is tossing away the most nutrient-dense parts of produce. We highlighted this repeatedly. Apple skins, watermelon white rind, and pineapple cores. The circulation-boosting compounds sit exactly in the sections most people throw away. You don't need to eat anything unpleasant. Simply knowing where nutrients concentrate changes how you prepare fruit. Small awareness creates big results. The second mistake is believing more equals better. While these fruits support your body, eating double the amount does not guarantee double benefits. All fruit contains natural sugars. Overconsumption can raise blood glucose over time, and sustained high blood sugar damages the blood vessels you are trying to protect. Consistency beats quantity. A small, intentional serving each day will always outperform occasional large portions once weekly. Aim for gentle, ongoing support for your system. The third mistake is expecting instant results. Poor circulation develops slowly over years, so improvements cannot happen overnight. Arterial stiffening and falling nitric oxide levels are gradual processes. Most people experience lasting, meaningful changes in leg circulation after 3 to 6 weeks of consistent daily habits. Accept this timeline, and you won't grow discouraged and quit before positive changes take hold. Patience and persistence are essential. A critically important note to remember: if leg heaviness, cold feet, or cramping becomes severe, worsens rapidly, or impacts one leg far more than the other, schedule an appointment with your doctor. These fruits and the morning drink are fantastic tools to support circulation, but they cannot replace professional medical assessment when symptoms signal serious issues. Always consult a healthcare provider for troubling concerns. If this video shared useful insights that resonated with you, please hit the like button. It takes only a moment and helps share this information with more people struggling with similar leg issues. Leave a comment below telling me which of these 7 fruits you plan to add to your daily routine first. I read every message and look forward to hearing your plans and experiences. Take good care of your legs. They carry you through every part of life. With thoughtful nourishment, they can keep moving strong and comfortably for years ahead. I will see you in the next video.